Today we will be reacting to a tier 2 patron pick of the week. This week's winner is actually Tom. Hi Tom, thank you very, very much for winning this poll, because what he won and is suggesting for us to watch today is 21 Pilots. The song is called Pet Cheetah. I cannot wait to dive in. Let's take a quick look at some information in the description. It looks like this was uploaded 7 years ago. 19 million views. Expanding the description here, all we have are some lyrics, a couple links here to some of their merch. Guys, be sure to check out all of the links in this description. There's a ton of social media links, where to download their music, merch, everything you need to support 21 Pilots is quite literally in the description. Make sure to expand and click support your favorite artists. I have pulled up the lyrics here. I got a hint from my friend Mel, who said this was about writer's block. Writer's block, where did my voice go? I don't know. I can't wait to dive in, guys. Just a friendly reminder, we do all of these reactions blind and on the first take. I can't wait to dive in. So without further ado, welcome back to Abigail Reacts.
View discretion is advised. Levels of hype, chaos, and good vibes may exceed normal limits. Thank you for your cooperation and enjoy the show.
We going straight in.
All right, let's see what this is all about. Sounds haunting. Why?
I am on an island, no one to confide. 8 days straight, 8 hours each, and not one line. I can feel pressure start to possess my mind. So I'll take this beat, I should delete to exercise. No, I move slow, I wanna stop time. I'll sit here till I find the problem. No, I move slow, I wanna stop time. I'll sit here till I find the problem.
Interesting.
I've got a pet cheetah down in my basement. I've raised him and paid them and named him Jason Statham. I've trained him to make
Decent. Okay, let me just start off by saying, before I break down these lyrics, for whatever reason, I said, why? Why in the beginning? I did not expect that bass to hit the way it did. I don't know. So that's why I was like, but then again, why? Why am I surprised? This is 21 Pilots, and I really shouldn't be surprised at the choices they make. It was sick. I liked that bass. Anyway, let's go to the beginning here. I am on an island, no one to confide, not one line. So a little bit feeling isolated here. And maybe, since I know this is about writer's block, creatively stuck. Let's put it that way. It sounds like he's been putting in hours and hours and hours, but nothing's really coming out. Emotionally, this is the frustration, I believe, of writer's block, where you're sitting there alone and pressure's building because you know you need to create something, but just nothing's coming to mind. And then verse 1, I can feel the pressure start to possess my mind. I'll take this beat. I should delete to exercise. I'll take this beat. I should delete to exercise. That's a cool line. So there, I think it turns pressure into motion. Even if the beat is something he thinks he should delete or throw away, he uses it anyway just to work through this blockage. I think this feeling he's portraying here is very honest for an artist. You know, sometimes creating is not about making something perfect, but more so it's about forcing yourself to keep moving, so that block doesn't freeze you. The chorus was very interesting. No, I move slow. I want to stop time. Portraying that mental slowdown. That happens, it happens in general, but especially under pressure. So he wants time to pause, slow down, so he can figure out what's wrong. But of course, time doesn't do that. It keeps moving. So um, it feels like being stuck maybe inside your own creative process, trying to solve a problem that you can't even fully name just yet. And I think that's where we stop lyrically because we are on verse 2. My favorite part of reactions is, in fact, the instruments, the instrumentals. And I just got to say, again, shout out to the drum and bass in the beginning of this because it really took me by surprise in the best way possible. Let me go back. I will only stop it one more time after this. Let's keep going.
Cheetah down in my basement. I've raised him and bathed him and named him Jason Statham. I've trained him to make me these beats. Now my pet cheetah's quicker and astuter than on his feet. I'ma get mine and get going. I'm showing my faces in certain places. I'm going tiptoeing. I'll stay in my room. My house is the one where the vultures are perched on the roof. Get behind me, I bet this nepotistic mindset will help us get ours as we're growing. This quick means so much to this dude, it can make him afraid of his music and be scared to death he could lose it. No, I move slow.
Oh, I
I don't wanna stop time. I'll sit here till I find the problem. No, I move slow. I
Oh,
don't
pretty
wanna
harmonies there.
stop time. I'll sit here till I find the problem. I'll sit here till I'll sit here till I'll sit here till I'll sit here till I move slow. I don't wanna stop time. I'll sit here till I find the problem. No, I move slow.
All right. Let's go over lyrically. What we went over just now was verse 2 and the bridge. There's only the outro left. I'm going to do them all so that the remainder of the video I can just focus on the instrumentation. Verse 2, I got a pet cheetah down in my basement. I've trained him to make these beats. So, pet cheetah is this strange, playful metaphor, of the song. It seems to represent his creative engine. Let's put it that way, creative engine, especially on the beat making side, which is great because the song's initial beat in the song definitely took me by surprise. But the beat making side, right? So something maybe fast, something powerful, and even a little ridiculous. But looking through these lyrics again, I heard him say that he named it Jason. What I missed listening to it was that he named it Jason Statham. And I was actually wondering if that's some kind of an inside joke that I don't get. I heard the Jason part. But rereading these lyrics, it looks like he named it Jason Statham. I don't know. I don't know. Is that an inside joke? You guys let me know. But the whole thing sounds funny and surreal. Yeah, maybe it's an inside joke. Regardless, the bridge, I'm done tiptoeing. I'll stay in my room. Oh, okay. A little bit of shift into confidence there, if you ask me. It still has some tension underneath, but a little bit of confidence comes out. He wants to stop being so cautious and claim his place, maybe. But then he also retreats back into his room. So, which I think is the place where he creates or struggles or maybe overthinks. But that line here that I'm reading about vultures on the roof, that kind of adds a darker feeling. Maybe the vultures represent the pressure or criticism or fear or whatever that seems to be always hovering nearby. The outro, which we have not heard yet, but I'm going to go through just because there's only a little bit of lyrics left, is the click means so much to this dude. Be scared to death he could lose it. Now, again, shift into vulnerability. His fan community, we call ourselves the click. His fan community and the music, it just means so much to him that the fear of losing it becomes part of the pressure. Again, I picture these vultures on a roof just staring down at him. Yeah, it's not just about making some beats, it's about being afraid that the thing you love most could possibly become too heavy, or that one day that creativity might just disappear. It's a lot of it's a lot of pressure. But those are all the lyrics. So now, considering we've gone through the lyricism and there's not any visuals, I can focus on my favorite part, which is the instrumentation. The harmonies on the chorus are beautiful. Harmonies throughout are beautiful. But now, since this is my last pause, I'll go back 5 seconds here. We'll play it out until the end. I just want to take note of everything I'm hearing. We'll finish a final summary of the song lyrically, and then I want to talk about the instrumentation. Let's go.
Find the problem, no, I move slow. I wanna stop time. I'll sit here till I find the problem. I can feel pressure start to possess my mind. So I'll take this beat, I should delete to exercise.
So cool. Ooh, oh, I don't need it. Very interesting. I almost want to hear that outro one more time. But it's okay. All right. So, very quickly, let me summarize everything while it is fresh in my brain here. I can take these off. I wanted to play it again, but I'll do that on my own time because I'm not just going to play the outro again. I want to play the whole thing a few times. Okay. So, Pet Cheetah was very interesting. Let's go ahead and just summarize. The song can almost sound goofy just because of the title, just because of the pet cheetah idea. But underneath, I think it really is more about anxiety around creativity. It sort of mixes humor, pressure, some isolation, maybe fan expectations in there as well. The fear of losing the ability to make music. So Pet Cheetah is about writer's block. Again, that creative anxiety and that pressure of making music when people around you are counting on you. Pet Cheetah. It's a weird but memorable metaphor for his creative engine or creative force, whatever you want to call it. Fast, powerful, strange, and something he's trying to control and not to lose. So very, very interesting the way that it actually breaks my heart a little bit because he does sound quite vulnerable in this one, and being a fan, I just picture him struggling. But if we want to talk instrumentals, because there were no visuals, which I actually am a little relieved of, because sometimes when I react to these guys and there's 3 aspects I'm trying to focus on all at once, sometimes it can be overwhelming. 2, I'm like, okay, that's a good number. I can focus on the lyricism and then put my thoughts of the instrumentation together as well. But sometimes if I also have to look and watch the video or something, it's hard. All 3 sometimes is hard. Anyway, it definitely felt instrumentally, it definitely felt dark. There was some minor stuff in there, I think. There was some minor undertones. I'm not musically trained, so it's hard for me to describe sometimes what I hear. It sounded dark, tense, and I think they did that with intent, right? It's not like a normal rock song where you're mostly listening for guitars and, the drums and stuff. The whole thing felt more like a moody, electronic, almost hip hop track with the heavy, almost industrial sounds underneath it, which is maybe why the drum and bass in the beginning kind of took me by surprise. The beat, it was one of the biggest things in this song. It was slow and stompy. I just pictured like mechanical, like big mechanical stomps. Yet it was just creeping forward instead of just, grooving. It was very interesting. I think the bass and low end sounds making everything feel heavy and kind of claustrophobic at the same time was interesting. It matched the whole kind of trapped in your head vibe or feeling of the song. There was a lot of weird electronic textures happening. It kind of felt glitchy, dark, almost like basement, it kind of fit perfectly into the lyrics because the pet cheetah being down in the basement making beats, the production has this strange mix of being minimal yet very, very intense. It was very interesting. Vocally, my goodness, Tyler's just doing that thing where he sounds almost casual and conversational at first, but there's still this pressure underneath it. He wasn't belting, the whole song. It was more rapping, if anything, and I was very impressed by Tyler's rapping in this one. He was rapping through the anxiety of this writer's block. And the creative pressure, of course. Then when the energy picks up, his delivery gets more urgent and kind of matches that vibe. So I really liked it. I think my favorite part of this song was that part I was just talking about where he started spitting towards the end there. I was just and also the initial punch of that drum and bass in the beginning was unexpected. So I'll definitely go there. The message overall is very touching as well. There's a lot I liked about this song. The beat felt like, it's crawling out of a basement or something. It was dark and heavy and oddly mechanical, and yet it worked. And then Tyler's delivery makes it feel like we're fighting in his head, fighting with that creative pressure. That's one of the things I love about a video that has no visuals, is that you make the visuals in your head as you go. And that's just one of the things I pictured, is this dark basement. There's a light bulb just going like this, and that's all you see. And it's like the perfect thing for you to picture inside a basement, just that one light bulb swaying slowly because he wants time to slow down. It was very interesting. I actually really liked this one a lot, and probably it's one of my favorites just because of how much they caught me by surprise. So a huge shout out to Tom. I know you had been waiting for this one for some time. Sorry, I just realized that was still up. I was still thinking, sorry. But yeah, very, very interesting. I loved the song. Shout out to Tom for the request. Thank you very, very much to Mel for that little hint, letting me know that it was about writer's block. I'm not sure I would have got that on the first go, so I appreciate it so much. Thank you so very much for watching, guys. Feel free to let me know your favorite part of this song in the comment section down below. Quite literally check my comments every single night. If you'd like to have a conversation, that's where I will be. Thank you very, very much for watching. If you enjoyed this reaction, please like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to check out the Patreon link as well as the Discord link in the description below. And I will see you next time. Bye.